They say a leopard never changes its spots, and in the case of Cain Dingle, those spots are looking particularly dangerous this week. We've watched Cain for over 20 years. We've seen him at his lowest and his most brutal, but there is something chilling about seeing him back in that leather jacket, with a hammer in his hand, especially when he should be at home recovering from surgery. But when it comes to the safety and honor of Moira, we know Cain doesn't follow the doctor's orders. He follows his own code. Robert Sugden has spent years dodging bullets and escaping the Dingle's wrath. But as he's cornered in a silent, dusty barn this Monday, you have to wonder, has his luck finally run out? It's the Sugden-Dingle feud reignited in the most violent way possible, and by Friday, the village will never be the same again. Before we get into the nitty-gritty of this kidnapping, make sure you've hit that subscribe button and turned on notifications. You don't want to miss a single second of this Dingle drama. Honestly, it's going to be huge. Cain's vengeance and the barn ambush. The week kicks off with a heavy dose of reality for the Dingle clan. It's the morning of Cain's operation, and the atmosphere at home is proper somber. Both he and Moira are putting on those brave faces we know so well, but you can see the cracks. Little Kyle is the one who really gets to you. Bless him, anxiously picking at his breakfast, terrified he might lose his dad. When they get to the hospital and Cain is wheeled away, that panic in Kyle's eyes is enough to make any longtime viewer well up. Thankfully, the surgery is a success, but Cain's dignity takes a bit of a knock when he realizes he's been fitted with a catheter. Now, Cain being Cain, he doesn't handle the vulnerable patient role very well. He starts spiraling, even faking pain just to stay in the hospital, because he's scared of what life looks like post-op. It takes a bit of tough love from Sarah to snap him out of his self-pity and get him back to the farm. But the peace is shattered the moment Aaron and Robert pop round for a visit. Cain can sense something is off. He's always had a sixth sense for secrets. Once they've left, Moira finally cracks and tells him the truth. Robert was the one who planted those documents that got her arrested. Honestly, you could see the switch flip in Cain's eyes. He enlists Sam's help, quietly of course, and the next day, the trap is set. Robert is alone in the barn when he hears a noise. Before he can even turn around, it's lights out. He wakes up tied to a chair, staring at a simmering Cain holding a hammer. It's absolutely terrifying. Cain isn't shouting. He's just demanding Robert pay for what he's done. Dr. Todd's cold-blooded blackmail. While Cain is playing judge, jury, and executioner, there's a different kind of villainy creeping through the village. Dr. Todd is attending her father's funeral, and Jacob, trying to be the bigger man, decides to offer an olive branch. He apologizes for their past clashes, thinking they can finally move on. Sarah warns him not to bother, reminding him of the misery Todd has caused. But Jacob's got a good heart, hasn't he? Todd is playing a very long game. She starts getting closer to Vanessa, even agreeing to a date, but it's all a smokescreen. The real drama explodes in the Woolpack beer garden. Todd corners Charity and drops a bombshell that left my jaw on the floor. She claims she has proof that Charity and Ross are actually Leyla's biological parents. Can you imagine the fallout if that gets out? Todd isn't interested in the truth, though. She's interested in cold, hard cash. She's inherited her dad's house in Matlock, but needs funds, so she demands £10,000 from Charity to keep her mouth shut. She calls it compensation for what Jacob cost her. Seeing her kiss Vanessa right after threatening Charity is proper chilling. She's got the professional mask of a doctor, but the heart of a shark. Charity is reeling, and for once, the Dingle fire seems to be flickering. Beowulf's new normal transitioning from the high drama of Blackmail to something a bit more grounded. We see Beowulf trying to rebuild his life. He's out of prison and starting a new job at the Caleb Milligan International Depot. Honestly, seeing Bear and Mandy working together is usually a recipe for a laugh, but things take a dark turn pretty quickly. Jai is running the show with these productivity charts, trying to turn the warehouse into a high-pressure environment. Bear actually tops the chart, which should be a win, right? But the praise triggers a massive, unexpected flashback to his time on the farm. It's a stark reminder that trauma doesn't just disappear when the prison gates open. He snaps at Mandy and Kerry, and the way he flinches when Jai raises his voice is just heartbreaking. If you're loving these updates, please subscribe to the channel right now. It takes 2 seconds, but it means the world to us and ensures you never miss the latest soap gossip. Go on, join the family. Thankfully, Mandy and Kerry are there to explain things to Jai. For once, Jai actually shows a bit of empathy and softens his approach. It's a slow road for Bear, but it's an important story to tell. It's not just about the tough guy image, it's about the mental scars that stay with you. The Woolies darts disaster. To round off the week, we've got a bit of classic Bob Hope comedy to lighten the mood. The Woolpack's men's darts team is in a right state. They're a player short, and the big match is looming. Bob is in his usual state of high alert panic, convinced the pub's reputation is going to be ruined forever if they have to forfeit. Enter Lewis. Now, we don't know much about Lewis yet, but he talks a big game. He swaggers in, claiming he's a bit of a legend at the brioche. Bob is so relieved he practically hugs the man. He thinks his prayers have been answered and the trophy is as good as theirs. But this is Emmerdale, isn't it? Nothing is ever as simple as it seems. Is Lewis actually a secret darts prodigy, or is he just another local loudmouth looking for a free pint? We've seen plenty of experts come and go through those doors, and usually it ends with a dart in the ceiling or Bob having to apologize to the opposing team. It's a nice bit of light relief to balance out the tension of Cain's barn and Charity's blackmail. Blimey, we've got a week ahead of us. From hammer-wielding Cain Dingle to a 10,000-pound blackmail plot, Emmerdale is proper firing on all cylinders at the moment. I'm actually most worried for Robert. We know what Cain is like when he's protecting Moira, and a desperate Cain is a very dangerous man indeed. Do you think he's really going to hit Robert with that hammer, or is he just trying to scare him out for good? And what about Dr. Todd? I didn't see that blackmail twist coming. Do you think she's telling the truth about Leyla's parents, or is it just a clever lie? I'd love to hear your theories in the comments below. Honestly, you lot usually spot the twists before I do. If you enjoyed this spoiler breakdown, please give the video a thumbs up and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss our next update. We'll be back soon to see if Charity finds the cash and if Bob's dart team actually manages to hit the board. Thanks for watching, mates, and I'll catch you in the next one.